Cool. Alrighty. You're going to start with a nice, beautiful warm-up. So jump onto hands and knees for me. Hands directly below your shoulders, knees below hips. And we're going to start by taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, shift your hips back onto your heels into a child's pose. Drop your chest to the floor. Inhale back to all fours. Exhale, hips down. And then inhale, lift your chest just as far as you can into a back bend. Exhale down. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. So just really moving with the breath here. Inhaling every time you come up and exhaling every time you go down. Breath really helps us to mobilize our body, loosen up the joints and muscles. Do one more through. Open up that spine. Awesome. Then we'll come back to all fours. We're going to draw a circle with our knee going up behind you, around to the side, and then back together. Try not to move our hips too much so that we're really opening up that hip joint. And then we're going to change direction. So come out to the side first, draw it to the back, and then meet together again. Awesome. Then we'll go on to the other side. So to the back and out to the side first. Keep those hips nice and steady. And then other direction, out to the side, towards the back. Beautiful. Then from here, we're going to tuck our toes under, lift the hips up into a downward dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to do a spinal roll. So point through the toes, start by tucking the pelvis under. Curl through every part of your spine until you get to your plank, and then go back to down dog. Tippy toes, tuck the pelvis, curl through the spine to plank, and then hips up. Really feel every vertebrae as you do this, and then stretch the chest when you get back to down dog. Beautiful. Do one more. Amazing. And then coming out of that. All right, we're going to lie on our back now. Nice and flat. You can place your feet hip width apart, flat on the floor, knees bent. And we're going to start with some pelvic floor activations. Really important to know how to switch on the pelvic floor and strengthen it to a point where it's going to automatically switch on itself. So to start, we're going to take two of our fingers, find a hip bone, and then walk your fingers in about an inch and really press your fingers down so you can feel your pelvis. And then from here, we're just going to start with the squeeze portion of that pelvic floor. So I want you to do some quick fire pulses. Just think about closing the gap, squeeze that pelvic floor, and then release. It's just as important to release completely as it is to contract. And we want to try and avoid feeling any activations underneath our fingers. So we're just pulsing through the pelvic floor. Once you feel like you nailed this, we're going to put the lift part into it. So this recruits our deep transverse abdominals. So we will feel a contraction underneath our fingers this time. So you want to squeeze that pelvic floor opening and then lift upwards, almost like you're drawing up a tampon or a blueberry. You should feel those lower abdominals switch on. And then we're going to fully relax again. Squeeze, lift, and fully relax. Beautiful. Squeeze and lift and fully relax. Now we're going to hold for a little bit. So squeeze and lift. We're going to try to hold for a count of 5, 3, 2, 1, and then release. Squeeze, lift, hold, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Now we're going to add in some leg movements with that hold. So we're going to squeeze, lift, and lift one leg as we hold that activation, keeping the leg bent. Slowly lower it back down and fully relax. Squeeze and lift. Lift the other leg as you hold, and then release. Squeeze and lift. Exhale as you lift that leg, and then inhale to completely relax. Squeeze and lift that leg, and relax. Beautiful. All right, so whatever we do today, we want to make sure that as well as activating our core, that we're activating that pelvic floor as well to keep pelvic floor health and keep all of that pressure in our abs. So to start off with, we are going to either stay in this flat foot position or bring your legs up to 90 degrees with the shins parallel. Legs 90 degrees is more challenging, feet flat is less challenging, so you can choose your point. What we want to make sure is that we're not tucking the knees all the way in. Keep them over the hip joints. Keep that pelvis tucked under and your ribs pressed down. I'm going to start with an ab sweep. I want you guys to really squeeze your knees together, hands behind your head. We're going to lift the chest towards our knees, sweep the arms towards your ankles, bring them back to your head, and then lower down. Curl up, sweep, back to the head and down. Up and sweep. Really squeeze those knees together, kind of activating our adductors as we do this. Beautiful. Curl ribs to hips, sweep and back. We can do 2 more here. Lift that chest, keep your eyes on your knees and squeeze those knees together. Last one here, curl, sweep, back to your head and down. Keep your feet where they are. We're going to clasp our hands together, create a little pistol with our fingers. And this time, as we curl up, we're going to take our arms to one side of our legs, come back to center, shoulders to the floor, and then curl up to the other side. So recruiting our obliques here, side to side, really lift and twist through the shoulders. And back. Beautiful. Squeeze those knees together. They going to want to come apart as we move through this. So keep squeezing in together. Keep activating those adductors. Side to side as far as you can reach. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you come back. Exhale to reach. Squeeze those knees. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hug your knees into your chest for a quick moment. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Bring your hands underneath your hips or by your side. Got a couple of options here. Our first one is a single leg lower and then bringing it back up. Exhaling as you lower and inhale as you meet back together. Option 2, which is more challenging, is your double leg. So exhale as you lower both legs. Keep your ribs pressed down and inhale to come back. So jump in whenever you're ready. Keep your ribs pressing down. Work with the breath here and then come back through. We don't want to feel your lower back lifting, so keep that nice and flat. If you feel it lifting, then you're probably going too low for your core to handle. So just shorten your depth with this one. Keep squeezing your legs together for this. Keep everything nice and tight. Got 3 more here. 3, 2. And the last one, ribs down. Exhale to lower. Inhale to bring back up. Awesome. Hug those knees in quickly. Rock side to side. Beautiful. All right, we are going to sit up and we're going to get into a side plank position. So forearm underneath you, bottom knee can be flat and top leg up. That's option one, level one. Level two, both legs are straight and everything is off the floor. So you can pick where you're at with this one. And I'll let you know when we need to drop down to the knee for certain exercises. All right, exercise one, we're going up into our side plank. We're going to lift one leg up, flex your foot. We're going to squeeze our heel back towards our booty and then straighten that leg again. Keep pressing the floor away. Squeeze and straighten. Squeeze. We're keeping our leg parallel to the floor, not letting it drop any lower. Staying active through the leg. Flex your heel and push the floor away for that side plank. Big squeeze. Beautiful. On this next one, we're going to keep that hammy squeeze behind us. Keep your heel towards your booty. Then we're going to drop our knee down to touch the other and come back up. Down and back up. Definitely welcome to be doing this on your toes, but you can drop down at any point. Keep squeezing that heel towards your booty. It's going to relax without you noticing, so stay focused. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, we're rolling onto the other side for those side planks. Forearm coming up into that plank position. Lift your leg, flex your foot, and then pull the heel towards your booty and stretch back out. Pull, really squeeze the back of the leg and stretch. Awesome, team. Keep pressing the floor away. Keep your hips nice and steady and squeeze the back of the leg. Awesome. 3, 2, and then keep that foot flex, squeeze the hammy, lift the knee up and down. Awesome, keep squeezing, keep that heel driving back towards your booty. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Beautiful. Alrighty. Have a quick little twist out or child's pose, whatever you need. And then we're going to go back to the top, so lying on your back. We are starting with our ab sweep. So feet flat or knees parallel. Squeezing your knees together wherever you're at. Bring your hands behind your ears or your head, and let's do it. Curling up, sweep through, hands to your head and back down. Curl up and sweep and back down. Beautiful. Keep squeezing the knees together. Get those inner thighs working. It's hard to keep everything active, but just keep that focus there. Press the knees together. 3, 2, 1. Sweep and back. Beautiful. Keep your legs where they are. Bring your hands into that pistol grip. Squeeze the knees together. Curling up and going to one side. Back to the center and other side. Touching your shoulder blades on the floor every single time to get the biggest contraction we can as we lift. Keep squeezing those knees together. It's tough. We got it. Side to side. Nice, team. Remembering you can drop down to feet on the floor at any point. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take our legs apart. Still keep the knees over hips, shins parallel. We're going to shoot from overhead straight through our legs and then back. So just a little crunch here. If you want to challenge, straighten your legs out or keep them bent. Or keep the feet flat, up to you. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Hug those knees in quickly if you need. And then we are going into our leg lowers. So hands underneath your hips or by your side. Legs up in the air. You can do single leg or double leg, jumping in whenever you're ready. Exhaling as we lower down, contracting the core and the pelvic floor, and then inhale as we rise. Exhale nice and slow. We're not rushing this, keeping the ribs down and back flat. Exhale to lower, inhale to come back up. Awesome. Keep squeezing your legs together. Keep them nice and tight and active. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I'm going to add in an exercise here. Option 1, you're lying flat, legs are bent, arms by your side. And we're just rotating our knees side to side, keeping our shoulders on the floor. For an extra challenge, you can prop yourself up onto your elbows to make it a little harder. Or if you want a more challenging position, come up onto your hips and your hands, and that's going to be more challenging. So wherever you're at, knees bent, knees squeezing together. And then we're rotating side to side. Good, super controlled. Keep your ribs pressing down. Squeeze the knees together. Awesome. Keep those feet up high. We don't want our feet dropping down. The lower our feet are, the more pressure on the lower back. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Whew, good job, guys. Awesome. Jump into any stretches that you need, and then we're going to go back to our side plank sequence. So setting up on our forearm and knees or forearm and toes. Now lift the hips off the floor, lift that top leg, flex your foot, squeeze it behind you, and then extend. Flex and squeeze. Really squeeze through the back of the leg. Awesome. Keep that foot active, heel towards your booty, big squeeze, and keep those hips lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that squeeze happening. We're going to bring our knee forwards in line with the hip and then back. Try and keep your hips nice and steady as we do that, and keep squeezing your heel behind you. Forwards and back, lots of core control needed here. 3, keep squeezing. 2, and 1. We're not dropping down yet. We're going straight into that up and down leg lift. Whew. Push through the burn-team. Keep squeezing that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, nice. Beautiful. All right, onto the other side. So up into your side plank. Lift that top leg, flex your foot, and squeeze behind you. Awesome. Keep that leg in line with your hip. Squeeze the back of the leg. Doing well, team. 4, 3, 2, squeeze that booty, and 1. Keeping that squeeze, bringing your knee forwards and back. If at any point this gets too much for you, you can just drop down to your hips. Or you can stay in that side plank. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Straight into our leg lift. Let's do it. Keep squeezing that foot behind you. Woo, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Beautiful. All right, we're going to roll onto our back, feet planted. We're going to bring those feet wider than hip width apart. Press your knees out, tuck your ribs down. You're going to come up into a glute bridge. Do 5 pulses, so just baby reps, tucking that pelvis and tailbone under. And then we come down, tap the mat. Drive up, 5 pulses. Jump in when you're ready. Really press the knees out and then down. And these are controlled pulses. We're not just pumping them out. Really focusing on where the pelvis is at, squeezing that booty. And if you like, you can place your hands in the air. Really helps to remind you to keep your ribs pressed down. Beautiful. 2 more of these here, guys. Awesome. Last one, ribs pressing down. Nice. Now we're going to bring our feet all the way together. Squeeze the knees together. Roll your hips up. We're holding our hips in place. Then we're going to lift one leg at a time, keeping that stability. If you need to, just bring your hands by your side or keep them straight up for an extra stability challenge. We don't want to feel our hips shuffling around or moving around too much. We want to keep our feet nice and close together. Keep those hips up, pelvis tucked under. 4, 3, squeeze that booty. 2, and 1. Nice. Hug those knees. Beautiful, team. Alrighty. Grab a quick drink if you need. We're going to go through one more sequence from the top. So we're starting with our ab sweep. When you're ready, sitting up on your back, feet planted or legs in tabletop, squeezing the knees together wherever you're at. Hands behind your head, curl up. Sweep the arms through, squeeze the knees together and back down. Curl to sweep. If you want an extra challenge, take your legs further away from your body. Awesome. Beautiful. Really draw that belly button in. Squeeze your knees together. They're not going to want to stay together. Good job, guys. You got it. 3, 2, and last one. Sweep and back to the floor. Hands together in a pistol grip. Keep squeezing those knees together. And we're going side to side. Shoulders completely flat as you go to the center and the other side. Keep checking that those knees are glued together. You got it. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come back down. So exhaling with tension. Inhaling as you release. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, squeeze those knees, and 1. Beautiful. Part those legs, either bent or straight. And we're going to come up straight through the legs and back. Keep your knees over hips so we're not tucking them in like this. And keep that tension on the lower abs. Beautiful. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hug those knees in little circles. Awesome. All right, getting set up for our leg lowers. Legs straight up in the air. Single leg or lower leg. Press your ribs down. And let's go. Exhale as you lower down. And inhale to come back up. Keep those ribs pressing down. Awesome. Good. Don't go so low that your back is lifting off the floor. Keep pressing the ribs down. You want to have total control of the spine and the pelvis. Nice, team. 3 more here. Good stuff. 2. And 1. Nice. Next, we're going into our side-to-side wipers. So either flat on your elbows and forearms or up on your hands. So set up wherever you're at. Shins parallel to the roof, knees squeezing together. And let's go just side-to-side shifts. Keep your upper body nice and still. Awesome. Keep squeezing. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Just adding in one last thing at that position, this position, either straight leg extension or double leg extension. Not here for long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Good stuff, team. All right, let's enjoy a quick child's pose. Knees nice and wide, sitting back on the heels. Let your chest fall towards the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. All right, and now we are setting up back in our side plank position. Let's do this. Last round for this sequence here. Alrighty, so side plank position. Lift one leg up and squeeze that heel towards your leg. Towards your booty. Keep that leg lifted. Squeezing your butt, keeping your hips nice and steady. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. And try and keep your foot parallel to the floor rather than it being on an angle like this. Beautiful. Big squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that squeeze. Lift your knee up and down. Good. Keep that squeeze at the back there. 3, 2, 1. Now we're coming to the front. Let's go. Keep those hips steady. You got it. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your leg. One last leg lift. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, mama. Good stuff, guys. All right, onto the other side. Last time we're doing this. All right, forearm up into your side plank. Lift that leg, flex the foot, and squeezing to the back. Staying strong through those hammies. Nice, team. Keep it up, keep squeezing. Awesome. 2 and 1. Lifting that leg up and down, keeping the bend. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Knee tuck in and back. You got it, guys. 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg. One last leg lift. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, nice. Oh my God. All right, lie on your back for our glute bridges. Feet nice and wide. Press your knees out. Roll the hips up. 5 pulses. And down. Up. 5 pulses. And down. Nice. You got it, guys. 5 controlled pulses. Reach those arms up to the sky to keep your ribs pressing down, not loading through the lower back. 2 more here. Nice. Squeeze that booty. Awesome. Bring your feet nice and close together. Squeeze the knees together. Coming up into your glute bridge and lifting 1 leg at a time. Super controlled as we put it back on the floor. We don't want to just let that leg drop. Keep your pelvis tucked under, ribs down, arms up to the sky is a little bit more challenging for stability, so you can keep them flat. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hug those knees in. Good stuff, team. Take both of your knees off to the right hand side, stretching your left arm out. Big spinal twist. And then take those knees to the left, right arm out nice and long. Awesome. Alrighty, we've got one more little superset to finish off with. We are going to start on our side. You can prop yourself up on your forearm or you can lie down completely flat, up to you. You're going to take our top leg and just place your foot down in front of you like this, wherever it sits. Stretch the bottom leg out as long as you can and flex your foot. From here, we're going to lift the leg up and tap it back on the floor. So we're using our adductors here, our inner thighs, lifting that leg up. Beautiful. Might take a little bit to kick in, but you'll definitely feel it. Try not to let your body collapse towards the floor. Keep pushing the floor away. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do a pulse holding it in the air. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Flex your foot. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now we're going to lie flat, feet glued together. We're going to lift our legs up and down, keeping our body on the floor. All right. Just the tiniest little movement, lifting those feet off the floor, squeezing your obliques. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, that's a tough one. All right, moving on to the other side. Bottom leg is straight, top leg is over. Prop yourself up on your elbow or lie flat. And then flex your foot on the bottom leg and lift that up. Keep pressing the floor away, keeping our leg or our foot parallel to the floor. Lift as high as you can and only lightly tap the floor. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Holding there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really flex the foot. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Legs straight. Lying flat on the floor. Squeeze your legs together. And then pull the legs away from the floor. Lifting up. Really small motion. Think about bringing your hips to ribs on the top there. Squeeze those side obliques. You got it. Use the floor to press your hand into it if you need. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Good stuff, team. All right, sitting up for me. Bring the soles of your feet together. Ooh, let those knees fall out to the side and stretch out through the inner thighs. You can place your hands on your knees or you can lean forwards just to deepen that stretch. Take a few deep breaths while you're in this stretch. Loosen up the muscles. Awesome. And then stretch your left leg out. Take your right leg and cross it across your body. Like keeping it bent over that leg. Take your left arm, hug the right knee into your chest and feel that stretch down the thigh and side of the hip. If you want to deepen this, you can hook your arm underneath your calf and pull your ankle towards you. Just a bit of a deeper stretch, but if it's too much for you, no stress, just stay in that previous one. Awesome. All right, onto the other side. So right leg out nice and straight. Bend that left leg. Cross it over your body. Use your right arm to hug it in. Or you can hook that arm under the calf and ankle. Beautiful. Awesome. Stick your left leg out to the side, tuck your right leg in. Just do whatever you like with your left arm. We're going to take our right arm, reach up towards the sky. If you have the mobility, you can reach over towards your toes, but we're really just focusing on this side bend here. Big stretch down the side of the spine. Breathing nice and deep into your side body. And then come back up, face your toes and use both your hands just to reach wherever you can, getting a stretch in those hammies. Beautiful. Over to the other side. So right leg is out, reaching your left arm up and over, feeling that side body. Keeping your shoulders stacked. We don't want to be folding forwards like this. Breathe nice and deep. Then rise up, face your toes, reach as far as you can, stretching out the hammy with both of your arms. Beautiful. And then last one here, we're going to lie on our stomach. You can either press your forearms into the floor or your hands. You're going to lift up into a gentle back bend, pulling your shoulders back, lifting the chest. If you have a full upward dog available to you, feel free to do so. But just a gentle lower back and ab stretch. Lift your chin, deepen the stretch. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe nice and deep. And relax. Awesome. All right. right. Thanks so much for joining me today, team. That was a good one. Hope you enjoyed it.